Okay, we're gonna do is create a Garageband audio track. So go ahead, hit File, New if you haven't already, and just choose the piano. That's fine. And then we're gonna hit Create, and then we create our new track. Now let me show you a few things about GarageBand. And also, I am recording this for those of you guys who get lost and share. So try to keep the noise level down because your voices will be heard a little bit on the background. First of all, the default here is grand piano. We don't need that. Let me show you guys how to delete a track. Make sure it's highlighted in green, hit track, and delete track. So now it's an empty case. Now to add a new track, okay? Now a track is basically in a song. You'll have different various instruments. You might have a guitar track. You'll have a vocal track. You'll have a bass guitar track, a drum track. And then you take all these tracks together and it forms a song in harmony. So that's what we're trying to do right now. So go ahead and hit new track, and we're going to use a software instrument. Now GarageBand is very powerful. It has a lot of instruments built in that we can use to create music. So what we're gonna do first is let's go ahead and choose a bass guitar. Okay. Now for your bass guitar that you choose, let me see. There's these different options that you can choose. But for example, if we use fingerstyle electronic bass, some of our software isn't installed, like the Disc 2 kind of things. So we're not going to use that one today. I'm going to use the trance bass. So you can use that one or a different one if you like. Click on Save Instrument. Bass. Okay, so I called it bass, and notice there it is called bass with the icon. Now, if we don't want that icon, we can change the icon here to be more like a bass looking guitar. I'm going to choose this one. So change your icon to make it look more like a bass guitar. Okay, you got it? Now, we're going to play our bass the way that we want it for our song. So first of all, you need to go to Window and then choose musical typing. Okay, now we have this screen which shows us how to play. Now today you are going to use the headphones. Don't put the headphones all the way over your ears. Just go ahead and hang them down by your neck and then turn up the volume so that you can hear me and the music playing below. Now if you type these keys, it'll actually play the sound, and notice it's different pitches. So there's my S, there's my D, and my G, and my T. You can also subtract the velocity or increase the velocity and the octaves here according to the keys that you want. So go ahead and test out some of these keys and get an idea of what type of bass that you want to do. Once you have an idea of the rhythm or the method you want to use, go ahead and we're going to record. The record button is down here with the red button. So you're going to hit record. This is an intro, and then when you're ready, you're going to start. So I'm going to start right now. Okay, when you're finished, just hit the stop button, hit the pause button to stop the cursor from going. You guys know in piano, sometimes they have those machines that go back and forth like click, 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 click. That's to help your rhythm. Some of us don't have good rhythm, right? So we need that little ticker to help us. Now we have our bass soundtrack. Now we can move it, we can splice it. If we want it to repeat like over and over and over and loop, we can expand it as well. We can also play it back. Right now I'm going to play back my song. Okay, so I'm happy with the beginning part of that. Okay, now if you move your icon to the end of the bar, you'll see the little loop. This means it's going to loop back over and over and over. So if you click and drag this out, it's basically going to repeat the same thing. So if you want a 60-second song, you don't have to play your bass for 60 seconds. Just play your bass for as many frames as you need, maybe like 5 seconds or 10 seconds, and then just repeat it over and over and over. For this today, we're just doing a practice, so you only need like 10 seconds or 15 seconds. That would be more than fine. Today is just practice. Okay, so there's our bass. Let's go ahead and
How do you record it?
to record, again, you hit the record button here. So everyone should go ahead and practice this while I'm doing this. Record your audio or your bass guitar for a rhythm. And again, only record for like 5 seconds and then just loop it back and forth. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to add a new track. So if you didn't do your bass guitar yet, you can do it later. I'll give you time at the end.
How do you stop it? It's going.
Yeah, to stop it, you hit the record button again, and then you hit the space bar to stop the little cursor from continuing on. Okay? You can go, I'm going to use another software instrument and create. So we got our bass guitar, now let's get our guitar. And I'm going to use our classic acoustic guitar. Ooh, cannot use that one. I'd have to download it for later. What about that one? No? Steel? Yes, I can do a steel string. So I'm going to do this one. Okay, so I'm going to record my so these are some notes for the guitar. I've never played the guitar in my life, so wouldn't know how to do it that well. But you can try recording something and hopefully it'll sound okay. So I'm going to record. Oh no, that doesn't sound too good. Let me check this out. Sounds like I broke a string. Now to see how it sounds together, you can put them together like this and then play them. Now if my bass is too loud, you can bring down the volume of your bass. Notice the volume tracks are right here. And this shows you the volume. Now if this gets into the red, that means it's hot. And hot isn't good in this case. You don't want a hot track. That means you're peaking too high. You want to keep it at the top, right about here, below the red. Still in the green. So I'm going to bring down the bass, maybe bring up my acoustic. And let's try that again. Ooh, yeah. I didn't like that end part. You notice how it sounded like I broke a string, right? So here's the keys that I played. If you go to this icon right here, that's the view and the hide. You can notice the pitch, so I can change my pitch. I can change my view of the notes to see the different types of notes that I used. You can check the score. Notice on the score it shows the notes that I'm playing. So if you can read notes, this will make sense to you. If you can't, then you're the same boat I am. Okay. I'm going to change the note a little bit for the score. So notice I changed the note and now it's a little bit higher pitch. Oh, you could go to Window, Music, Typing to bring off this keyboard. Okay. Okay, so now we have our acoustic. If I want to repeat that string acoustic, I can like copy and paste it and put it somewhere else as well. If I want to repeat it, I can also insert a new acoustic if I'd like to. Okay. You can also edit and like splice it. If you don't like part of it, you can delete some parts. So if I don't like that part, I can delete it. So notice how it doesn't sound good. If I want to delete it, just that part. That's where I broke a string. I can just delete that little note and then it won't play in the sound. Okay? So I got my bass, I got my acoustic. Let's go ahead and add a new track. And let's go to Software Instrument, Create. The space button, you play it. No, sorry. I'll have to get your question in a minute. I'm recording. Okay, the third one, we're not going to use the piano. The piano is the default. The third one, who can guess what we should add next? Yeah, has anyone played drums in this class? No? Okay. So let's change this to drums. Actually, I'm going to change the style. Go to the I. The bottom right is the I button. And then go ahead and click on all drums. Oh, I can't use. Now, you see these ones with the little blue icons? Those are the ones that are in our library that we are available to us. So you could use that one. So you can have a club dance. You can have an effect beat. Okay. Oh yeah. I'm going to use the electro beat. Now what I'm going to do is just basically click on electro beat and drag it into my timeline. Okay, now I have a new beat. And I'm going to repeat this beat and make it string.
How do you repeat it again?
Put the icon, put your arrow in the top right, and then drag it like that. And the drums are kind of loud, so I'm going to tone it down a little bit. So if I play it, okay, you guys got that so far? If you're not good at playing guitar, like I was really, it sounds kind of awkward, right? My guitar. So I can add a new track, which I did here at the grand piano. And I can change this. Let's see, reset. I'm going to choose, that's drums. But maybe someday we'll get to that level and be able to mix songs like that. But basically, if you click on this icon right here, you can go by instrument, and then you can choose the instrument you want. So my acoustic guitar is not good at all. So I'm going to go in here and maybe add an acoustic. Or maybe picking. Okay, I'm going to choose this one. acoustic doodling. And I'm going to drag that into a new track. Okay? And I'm going to make that a little bit bigger. So now when I play it, I'm going to increase my bass, my beats. Okay, so it sounds a little bit better, but not really. Okay, so we got our beats, we got 2 guitars. Can someone grab that door, please? We got an acoustic, we got a bass. Now what are we missing?
Singing.
Yeah, we need our vocals. So let's get our vocals going on. So, for our vocals, you don't have to sing today. You can just do thanks. Is this for the office?
No, this is for the students.
Oh,
I can
this
get
is
that
left
to the
over.
office.
Thank you. Basically, you guys don't have to sing today. You can just say do re mi fa sol la ti do, or you can just say test test 1 2 test test, or whatever you need to do. But we need to record a vocal track. So let's lay down a new track. I'm gonna get rid of this grand piano because I'm not gonna use it. So track, delete track, and then I'm gonna go to track, new track, and we're gonna go with real instrument. Notice that you can also, you guys know you can plug in your guitar to your computer and record through your computer on this? But right now we're just gonna go real instrument because our vocals are a real instrument. So now, all your computers have, let's see, voice recorders in them. You see the little viewfinder or the camera at the top middle of your computer. So that's where it's going to be recording. Some people this morning were trying to talk to their headphones. There's no microphone in the headphones, so don't try to do that. So if you want something really like louder, get closer to the mic or go farther away. So we're going to record, same thing. All you're going to do is hit the record button and speak. And you're just going to go like a test 1 2, or you can say whatever you want to say. I think a couple girls were singing Over the Rainbow this morning. So I'll be like, so I'll hit record. Test, test, 1 2, 1 2, test, test, 1 2, 1 2. Flip it on the upside. Okay? So, we just recorded our effect, and then when we play it, sorry, I'm going to record that again. You can just delete that. Yo, yo.
This is awkward and this is pretty funny, but
I'm gonna set it here and yo, yo, over the rainbow. Here we go. Yo. Yo, yo, over the rainbow. Here we go. Yo. There we go. When you record your voice, you shouldn't have the instruments playing while you're singing because it'll mess up. So for example, let's say I want to take out my beats. I want to change my drums. Well, if you record while you had that in the background, how are you going to take that beat out? You know what I mean? So when you record, make sure there's no music going on.
How do you do that?
So you can silence your tracks. Notice the volumes are up here. Just take your volumes down or mute them. Or you can also hit this button right here. The headphones means it's only going to zero in on this track. This headphone button right here. Solo. So you're going to do a solo. So I'm going to do my own take on Over the Rainbow again. Yo, yo, over the rainbow. Let's go. And now when I play it with everything, And then I'll bring up my volumes back up. Yo, yo, over the rainbow. Let's go.
Oh, it sounds
Okay.
good.
Not really, but thanks for the compliment. So yeah, that's how you record. And now if I wanted to put this in other parts, I can paste it if I want to repeat it. Now, with the voice, this is one of the really good things that you can do with GarageBand. We can add an effect to our voice to make it sound a little bit better. So if you're not a good singer, you can like manipulate your voice. Did you know a lot of like good singers manipulate their voice? And it's not even like, it's like more electronic voices and stuff. Yes, wait.
How do you get the little bottom thing to show up again?
The bottom thing.
Your little, the tool. Scissor. Scissor? Okay.
Okay, so click on your vocal effect if you made one. And now let's put in your vocal right here. And then we're going to go to the right side. And under effects, go to vocals. And here we can change like a male speech or male rock vocals. If we add that and we play it. Yo. Oh, you hear that? Yo, yo. Now it's an echo if you hear it. Yo, yo, over the rainbow. Let's go. So now it's an echo. That's like a male rock voice. If you don't want the male rock voice, you can change it to a gospel choir. Yo, yo, over the rainbow. Or let's see if I can find electronic something. Megaphone, that might be cool.
Yo, yo, over the rainbow. Let's go.
Yeah, there we go. That's what I want.
Yo. Yo.
Okay, so now we put it all together.
Yo, yo, over the rainbow.
Also, I want my beats to start after I say my little stuff.
Yo, yo, over the rainbow. Let's go. Yo, yo.
Okay? So, there's a lot of effects that you can do, also to other instruments like the bass and things like that. So, experiment with that. Also, you guys know sometimes when you're listening on your earphones with your iPod, the song will start on the right side of your ear and then they'll both come in at the same time. Like there'll be a little strumming of the guitar on one ear and then all of it together. You can do that here as well. For example, if I want to, I'm gonna like move this stuff out a little bit. And let's say I want to start my yo, yo, only on the right side of the ear. Okay, so what I can do is take set the track pan position and go more towards the right. If I want to go all the way right, I can go here. So now this whole track is going to be only on the right side of your headphone. So sometimes this is good because if you do a duet with somebody, so if I do this with my wife, she can do something like, maybe she can actually sing because she can sing good. And so she'll actually sing, so she'll be singing on the left side of the ear, and I'll be rapping on the right side, and it'll sound good because it's like balanced effect. I don't know. So if I play it, notice on my speaker on this side, you can hear it.
Yo, yo, over the rainbow. Let's go.
You hear that? So that's your balance for your left and your right. So you can experiment with that. Also, if you're good at playing an instrument, you can just hit the record button and play your instrument in front of the microphone, and it'll pick up the volume if you can't plug it into the computer electronically. So you can do that as well. Some people do sound effects, so they'll like insert a new track, and then they'll do real instrument, and then they'll just record like clapping. So I'll just do
Yo, yo, over the rainbow. Let's go.
But remember, make sure it's on solo track. I made a mistake. Or if you're good at beatboxing, like I just heard, you can try that. So I'm going to just do a little clapping right here. Okay, and then I'm going to stop it. And I'll see how it sounds. Sounds like I'm spitting. And then we'll see if I like it. Ooh, too much.
How do you split it?
Let's see here. I'm gonna move this stuff back here with it.
Yo, over the rainbow. Let's
Okay,
go.
I'm gonna stop it. Oh, I don't want that part. So I made it too much. So notice we got our song going now. Let's see. Also, I need to show you guys how to do the, which part? Oh, the count in. Sorry, let me check. For 1 minute. Got that. We got that. We got this. And I want the volume. We got the pitch. We got the effects. We got the bass. Okay. Next, I want you to go to track and show master track. Track, show master track. Now, what the master track does, let's see if we can find it here. Edit. Master track, there it is. So here's master track right there. And now what the master track is we have our individual tracks, but then we have our master track. So for example, let's say you want it to sound like you're in a stadium in a live concert, and you want it, that echoing part, like you're in a stadium, it's going to echo back to you. So this is going to apply to the whole track overall. So I can go under master track and stadium rock, and I can either do a stadium empty, so that would be more of an echo. I could do a large arena. I could do more of a classical, like front row or a classical hall, if you want it to sound like you're in a symphony, or if you're in a, let's see, a dance hall. If you're at a disco club, like what type of atmosphere that would be, and what kind of like sound wave bounce vibrations that would be. Okay, so I'm going to choose Club Chaos because it sounds cool. You can change your tempos up here as well, and your signatures, and then just save your master. I'm going to master this as Club. Ooh, can someone get that?
Yo.
So, let's see.
Yo, over the rainbow. Let's go.
Okay, so notice that you can do your master track, and it's harder here, but it is there. The last thing I was gonna show you was, so let's say right now we're in master track, and let's say we're gonna end our song. I'm gonna take off one of these loops because I want to end it. So I'm gonna subtract it, and okay, now we're gonna fade it out because we don't want our track to end abruptly, like end and then no sound. We're gonna gradually end the song. So what I'm gonna do is down here it's like purple. This is actually our volume. Notice it's not all the way to the top. Now if I want to change my volume, I'm gonna click on it. So I'm gonna click right about here and right about here. Now when I click my second one and drag it down, it's gonna come down a little bit. So you can fade it out. Don't make it too steep because it won't really fade. It'll just like stop suddenly. So fade it more out. If you want to start it more in, that's fine too. So it's gonna start fading right in about here. So I'm gonna play here.
Yo. Yo, over the rainbow. Let's go. Yo, over the rainbow. Yo, over the rainbow. Let's go. Yo.
Okay, so you can fade out your song as well.
Do
Okay.
you save the master?
Yes, save the master after you change that. So that's our basic intro to GarageBand and how to creating a song.